There is no better than that.
Chief Minister, we also are looking
Now I am organizing in Amaravati. If you see in IT, majority are Indian origin. Either Google or Microsoft, IBM, any other company for that matter. Now we are starting in Amaravati Global Leadership Center with CAI, Confederation of Industry, and also Government of Andhra Pradesh. We are working together. Already we have given land. Davos is Economic Forum. Amaravati will be Leadership Forum.
Wonderful.
That is where we are promoting. That is the best place for you also to come and have your office.
I'm coming, sir. We are coming. No, I have a question which is, because this is the geopolitical conference. For the last 2 days, everyone here has been saying that people cannot agree. There's disagreements, polarization, weaponization. Everyone unhappy outside India, sir. But they say India very optimistic. The chief guest said India is a very optimistic country. So my question to you is, how do you achieve consensus between state and center, even amongst your own people, to be able to do such big projects?
Now all of you, if you see, India is one country. We are having a very, very rich, I can say, legacy. Tolerance, discussion, through dialogue. Our government, both state governments and also central government, are working very well. It is a cooperative federalism. That is where our growth rate is very impressive growth rate. If you can see 7+, there is an opportunity to grow 10+ also. Our Honorable Prime Minister, all of you have seen, is a leader by building consensus on any issue. That is where he is working now. Any leader, generally what we have to do, here I have seen in politics for the last 4.5 decades. I have seen pre-economic reforms, post-economic reforms, pre-technology, post-technology, everything I have seen. Ultimately, consistency in policy and building consensus is very, very important. That has to help short-term, medium-term, long-term, sustainability and global peace and happiness. That is very, very important. Not only satisfying our stakeholders and global community should be happy. Or otherwise, somewhere something will happen, we are also worried about it.
Chief Minister, we also see increasingly that the state governments and the states are actually the geographies that are of interest to outsiders. People say India, but within India they also choose the states. There is a competitive federalism, there is cooperative federalism, but there is also the role of the states in actually being the ambassadors of India in many ways. Andhra Pradesh is the geography which will attract companies, which will also deal with provinces of different countries. How are Indian states, and especially how is Andhra Pradesh looking at this new global India, where all of you are also going to be in many ways the diplomats of India?
So Indians are the best diplomats, I can say. If you see anywhere in the world, we won't create any problem for that local community. We will adjust with them. And also we are very, very amicable. That is where I am saying, as on today we are serving the global community also. 20 years back or 15 years back, from my state, nobody, only limited to America and some other countries. Today, if you name any country, that country, our Telugu community is there, and also Indians are there. They are the best diplomats, and also they are working for the global community, for their welfare. That is the biggest contribution from Indian community, especially on technology side.
We also have seen in recent years that state governments are also now investing heavily into rethinking the education and skilling and knowledge spaces that we need to create. And since you're building a whole new city, maybe my question would be that are you investing for education for the future?
No, this is very important issue. Earlier, some limited Indians are having talent. To have career, we used to go to different countries, especially for Silicon Valley and other places, in America, everywhere. Now, Indians are very strong in talent. Future, reverse way it is going to happen. Wherever there is a talent, opportunities will come to that place. Distance is not the constraint today. Anywhere you can start a global company. And in knowledge economy, by using technology, I can service anywhere in the world. If necessary, I can go to that country for physically. Both are available. That is how things are happening. This is where I am going in a big way. Skill development and technology. In Andhra Pradesh, if you see, one is Google is coming. In one city, Visakhapatnam, 5 gigawatt capacity data centers are coming. And also AI is coming. Now to supply all these things, we need green energy. We are very strong in green energy. India is having a big advantage of energy transformation. Only India is the country, single grid. I can produce power anywhere in the country. I can use anywhere in the country. Even America didn't have that advantage. In future, our government, central government is thinking, one is green energy corridor, that is transmission lines. One is other use, that is thermal, hybrid, all energy, separate this one. Green energy is going to produce green hydrogen and ammonia. India is going to export energy in the near future. In Andhra Pradesh, already one plant has come, biggest plant, Greenco. They are preparing green ammonia. Already they are having agreement with Germany. They are going to supply. So that is the future India is leading now.
And you are investing in young people who are going to be leading that future.
Totally in transformation is happening. One example I'm giving you. Recently we wanted to go for to AI. Next level is quantum AI, algorithms how to write. I gave a call. Immediately they have registered nearly 60,000 people within 2 days. And also Chennai, IIT has started one online courses on AI. Around 208,000 people joined. Among 208,000, 104,000 are from Andhra Pradesh. That is 50% of students are from Andhra Pradesh. Even if you see now today, anywhere in the world, overseas students are from Andhra. That is where I am building, I am investing in a big way for knowledge economy, especially knowledge and technology. Both has to go together now.